The YouTube algorithm is pretty good at pushing videos when you need them. So if you actually need this video right now, I hope it finds you, because I'm struggling, and it's normal to struggle. It's normal. Being an entrepreneur is not really about having the fun life all the time. But if you have that fire in you, the ambition that's pushing you, then you can't really settle for anything else, right? You just can't, because you have like the regret is gonna feel so much worse. Literally, what got me to cold call so much is because the pain of not having booked appointments in my calendar every single week was so high that the pain of cold calling seemed nothing compared to that. This message, and I'm gonna put it right here, you can pause and read it. And I know a bunch of you are in that situation, and I am too in some way. Like some weeks I'm in that situation, highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. But overall, it's like the stock market, right? It's like the stock market analogy. Like what you see is high and low, high and low, high and low. But what it is, in truth, is that you're going up. Like if you look at it in a daily, it's like you feel like you're not making progress. But if you look at the bigger picture, it's like you're going up. You're going up. Months by months, you're going up. Year by year, you're going up. I would say as long as you're going up, it's fine. Like the little corrections, the little up and low. Like you might feel on a high on Monday, and then Wednesday, one of the shittiest days in your life. But that's normal, because the week prior to that, Friday was one of the shittiest days in your life. Make sure you focus on the bigger picture. And I watched a lot of Hormozy videos on this. He says when you feel stressed, when you feel like you're not doing enough, because I know, like, I'm very hard on myself, and I think you're hard too if you're watching. It's good to be hard on yourself, because good things come when your expectation of yourself is aligned with not exactly your capabilities, but is aligned with a little bit above your capabilities, so it keeps you striving, going for more. Say you want to run a marathon, I'm not gonna make you run a 48 hours marathon right away, right? It's too hard for you. It doesn't like give you motivation. But if I make you run something that is more adapted to your level and just a little bit above it, then you're motivated. You want to go up for that, and then you're gonna improve, and you're gonna make that, and then after that you're gonna keep improving. And it's always about being in that little window where this is your capabilities, and you want to just aim for a little bit above your capabilities. But if you aim too high, that's when you're too hard on yourself, because you're expecting something out of yourself that you know you cannot do currently. And it's not about okay, I can't do that, I'm not gonna do it, it's uncomfortable, I'm not gonna do it. No, if it's uncomfortable, you have to do it. But if it's uncomfortable, there's levels to it. There's uncomfortable, I'm comfortable, I don't feel like doing it. And there's uncomfortable. Like I feel why I needed to go out here in the nature, because literally this week I spent like 8 hours cold calling every single day. And I got a lot of appointments, but it's never enough. And you always feel like you could have been better at that, done better here, done that better, called this guy better, or you fucked up this one, that could have been a good client. It's just a lot to think about. I think you, as well as me, want extraordinary things in your life, right? Do you expect to be simple? Do you expect to have an extraordinary life by doing ordinary things? Ask yourself that question, because I ask myself that question every single day. When it burns, when I don't feel like doing it, when you are this close and you don't know it, give yourself that question. Ask yourself, do you think you can reach an extraordinary life by doing ordinary things? Do you think you can have that extraordinary life by being constantly in comfort? Do you think you can reach that? Honestly, like average is average. Average is 5, right? Average is not 7. Average is 5. Average is like what people call normal is average. That's 5 out of 10. Right? Do you want a 5 out of 10 life? Ask yourself that question. Like, a lot of people want the good life They want to live the 8 out of 10 life, the 9 out of 10 life, the 10 out of 10 life, but they're not really prepared to make the 8 out of 10 sacrifices. One thing that's funny is every single course starts with mindset, and we all think that's bullshit. And for some courses, it actually is bullshit. So we all skip it, right? So we all skip that part of the course, and then you don't have the mindset to make this work. Ask yourself the question, do you have the mindset to do 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month, 40, 50K a month? Do you have the mindset to do that? Is it literally something that you think you can? Most people can achieve 10K a month. It's not that hard, but it doesn't mean that it takes no effort. If you want an extraordinary, be prepared to do extraordinary things. It's not really about happiness. You don't have to be happy. You just have to work. You just have to work and do crazy things if you're in a crazy life. I'm not saying you have to be not happy all the while, but like happiness is overrated. Happiness is something that you can find happiness in simple things. Like look at me, just went out in the middle of the mountains, prayed right now. That's happiness. You don't need much. You don't need much to be happy. You don't need a lot of things to be happy. Just set your expectations right and watch yourself be happy in the little simple things. You should actually hone in, be guided by your pain, right? If your pain is high enough to one thing that motivates you, then use that pain, right? As I told you right now, the pain of me not having appointments every single week was so high that cold calling seemed like a breeze, right? So use that pain, use that negative energy, use everything you can to motivate yourself. Be disciplined. I'm not saying don't be disciplined, don't be happy. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying try and find everything that you can to push yourself. And it's normal if some days you're low, because I am. Like, this is my experience. I'm not talking to you at 17 years old that has lived it all. I'm going through this at the moment. Like I'm literally telling you how it is. And I hope this video finds you if you need this. If you don't need this, I hope the algorithm can find you when you most need it, because I feel like there's in your journey there's always gonna be a time where you need to come back to the mindset. Like, mindset is so important, but you gloss over it because you're always searching for, hey, what's that service delivery tip that I can implement? What is that ad structure in Facebook? What is that new message offer? What is that new guarantee that I can put? Right, that works. That is very important. But at a certain moment, what pushes you is literally only the mindset. Like, mindset is the fuel of what you're doing, especially if you have no results, especially if you're in the beginning, in the first stages, and even after the first stages. When you're stuck at one stage, you need to come back to the mindset, because that's the fuel that's gonna make you change where you are. So guys, I'll leave you to it. I might enjoy a little bit of this view. You can look at it. It's really beautiful. Guys, I believe in you. You can do it. All right, bye bye.